Built-in yun na sa, saliva. What? Trypsin and chymotrypsin. I'm sure you've heard of those enzymes. Trypsin, chymotrypsin. Okay? Those two enzymes come from the pancreas. They go into they are delivered into the duodenum for breakdown of protein. They're both proteases. Chymotrypsin and trypsin. Okay, trypsin, T-R-Y-P-S-I-N. Chymotrypsin, C-H-Y-M-O-T-R-Y-P-S-I-N. Okay, what else is in the pancreatic juice aside from these enzymes? There's also a base, a bicarbonate. Why? Bakit kailangan ng base? To neutralize the acid coming from the stomach. The lining of the small intestine cannot tolerate high acidic levels. Yung food coming from the stomach, acidic siya. So it has to be neutralized. So that's why the pancreatic juice also contains bicarbonate, which is a base to neutralize the acid. So that when the food gets to the small intestine, it's no longer acidic. Okay? So travels through the small intestine, nutrients are absorbed, go into the blood. Okay? Then, what's this? This is the spleen. Okay? So the spleen is responsible for breakdown of dead blood cells. Ganun. It's not a very functional, it's not a very significant part. I mean, of course it has its functions, pero it's not as significant as the liver or stuff. Pero nandun siya. So this is the spleen.
For what brings spleen?
Mostly for blood cells. Dead blood cells.
Breaks down?
Dead blood cells are eliminated. Ito part pa rin ng pancreas to pa. This is still part of the pancreas. Okay? Tapos, after the small intestine, of course, the food is brought to the large intestine. Okay, this one. May laman siya eh.
Hindi ako kanain niya. Buksan niya.
Bukas siya actually.
Daliri yan.
Anyway. So may laman siya. This is the large intestine. It goes, what's the large intestine for? Absorption of?
Nutrients? No. Yung hindi na digest na.
Water. Absorption of water. Large intestine. The large intestine ends in what?
Rectum.
Rectum is for mammals, diba? Cloaca. The large intestine terminates in the cloaca, then finally terminates in the anus.
Cloaca.
So yung hole yung anus, yun yung cloaca. Right before the anus. So dito rin sa skate, ito yung anus.
Large intestine.
Okay, now what are these? These are the pelvic fins. Okay, ito yung pelvic fins. What are these?
Claspers.
These are claspers, so you can tell that it's a male shark. Okay, just like this skate, it's a male skate because it has claspers. Also, the claspers din siya.
What's that for, sir? For attachment.
Claspers.
Attachment that needs the penetration.
Okay. So it's male. Where are the testes? Which are of course for production of sperm.
Taas naman.
One on either side.
Saan?
Testes. So bakit nandyan? Well, they're joined by tubes to the cloaca. And what are those tubes? You see these coiled structures here? Itong white na to? Kita nyo itong dalawang
Ductus deferens.
The coiled structures, those are the ductus deferens. Ductus deferens. Sa human vas deferens. Primitive form. Primitive form of vas deferens. So the sperm is produced in the testes. They travel through the ductus deferens towards the cloaca, emptied out through the anus, and travel through the claspers into the female cloaca. Okay? So claspers may groove dyan for travel of semen.
Yes, ductus deferens.
Okay? This is an accessory gland. You see this one? Ito yung mahaba na to. That's not the penis, ha? That's the rectal gland. It's a rectal gland. Wala siyang rectum, pero tawag sa kanya rectal gland. What is it for? What is the major issue faced by fishes in the water?
Floating.
Aside from sinking.
Paano sila tatay?
Physiological issue.
The cloaca,
What's a physiological issue that is faced by all aquatic organisms?
Oxygen. The oxygen.
Osmoregulation. Okay?
What?
Habang ano? What's osmoregulation? Regulation of water and salt. Diba? Marine sharks have the tendency of what? Losing or gaining water? Losing. Because relative to their surroundings, they have more solvent inside them. They have more water inside them. So diba, flow is from higher concentration to lower. So the tendency of water is to leave their body, to go to the external. That's why they drink a lot. They constantly drink water para nare-replenish. What about salts? Tendency of salt is to what? Leave their body or go into their body? Go in. Kasi sobrang daming salt sa marine environment tends to go inside yung salt. So, too much salt is bad for any organism. So the shark has to have a way to excrete excess salt, and that's what the rectal gland is for. So the rectal gland secretes excess salts through the cloaca. Okay? Hindi, in solution na siya. In solution in the water. Mga crystals. Rectal. Okay?
Parang may snow.
So it releases excess salts. Okay? Aside from that, not much else that's needed in the shark. Pagdating nyo sa comparative anatomy, I guess we'll be discussing a bit more. Siguro yung mga particular veins and arteries na discuss. Okay? If you run your hand across the skin, you'll see that the feel is different. Okay, pag ganun. Diba? If you run your hand
Like sandpaper.
towards the tail, wala kayong mararamdaman. Pero if it's towards the head, you'll feel it.
Yung pa rin sinasabi ng stress.
Kasi nga, diba, the scales are positioned towards the tail so that there's no drag against the water. Kaya yung scales are positioned. Kaya pag ginanon nyo, iba yung feeling.
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper.
Okay? So there, that's the shark. Skate, essentially the same class, Chondrichthyes. These are the modified pectoral fins. These are the modified pelvic fins. The reason why this is likely a skate is because a ray has a more pointed pectoral fin. Tapos yung pelvic fins sila are smaller. Okay? So here you have the eyes. Okay, itong malaking holes na to, which you also find in the shark here,
Ano yung eyes ito?
are the spiracles. Okay, spiracles are vestigial gill arches. They're not functional in respiration, but they're the first gill arch. Kasi may bilang yan eh. Okay? Yung gill